It's the day after Christmas for me. I'm gonna finally pull this tranny out of the car and fix it real quick. See what I did, see what broke. I know the diff broke, but see if it caused any other damage. And then we'll see. I'm gonna pull it out real fast. I'm not gonna video because you guys have seen it done before. I'll pull it out and then we'll go open it up and see what happened. So we'll take it out right now. Alright guys, hope everybody had a good Christmas. It's the day after Christmas for me. I'm gonna finally pull this tranny out of the car and fix it real quick. See what I did, see what broke. I know the diff broke, but see if it caused any other damage. And then we'll see. I'm gonna pull it out real fast. I'm not gonna video because you guys have seen it done before. I'll pull it out and then we'll go open it up and see what happened. So we'll take it out right now. Alright, we'll just cut that drain plug out, and you can see there's definitely some debris in there. Not sure what that is yet. Looks like this bearing might have came apart again, actually. Like another bearing failure. Let's get it apart and find out. Bearing definitely failed. Top half of it's actually still in place. You see this bearing here? Just blew apart. Pieces of it everywhere. Some pieces of stuff down there, just kind of everywhere, chunks of material. All right, let's get it apart and inspect it. All right, well, looks like the diff is actually fine. Didn't break the diff. All the spider gears are fine. No, nothing wrong with it. It was actually okay. Looks like this bottom bearing here is obviously it's trash. It fell apart. So that fell apart, and then so did this bearing up here. That one blew apart. This one here is gone as well. So both of those bearings are no good. This bearing's no good. So that whole shaft the bearings were just gone. So definitely got quite a few little issues here. I've got plenty of parts, so we'll get it all cleaned up and check out the rest of these bearings, make sure they're okay, and get this thing going again. I'm gonna get it all cleaned up and we'll come back. Alright, so we got this thing all cleaned up. I ended up grabbing another set of bearings from another case, another transmission I had. I've got a few spares, so I grabbed these two bearings, this bearing, and the one on the bottom of the counter shaft here. So got that all done, get my teeth all lined up pretty good. It's kind of hard to see with the light in the back, but get my teeth all lined up. So that's ready to go. It didn't actually hurt the diff at all, but I think I am gonna just go ahead and weld this diff. You know, everybody always makes comments about my open diff, and you know, just sending it, trying to do this as cheap as possible, but I'm gonna keep it nice and cheap, and I'm gonna weld this diff. So I'm gonna go get some metal and make a piece to go in here, and then weld all the gears together and go from there. So bring this thing into the shed and get that going. Alright, so the plan is I'm going to use this piece of flat bar. It's a little 2" by, I believe it's 3/16. And I'm going to cut basically a 1" strip of it and then put it in there and weld all of it together. You could just weld the gears together, but this will give you a little more material to really get it welded to, so it should work a little better. So I'm going to cut this down and clean it up a little bit, and then we'll get it all welded in place. Alright, took a little V out of it basically to try to get it to go around that gear. And then grab these pliers again. Get to go around this gear just so I can get the weld around it real good and kind of lay in there real good, real nice. So if that'll work, I should be able to get a decent amount of weld all around that, and then I'll do the exact same for the other side. Alright, side looks pretty good. A little difficult to see at the moment. My helmet was going in and out of auto darkening. Okay, looks good. Fill a few more little spots. Actually, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, cool. Flip it over and we'll do the other side. Alright, she's nice and warm. Looks good. Well, I don't have a bunch of money for an LSD, but I do have a welder and some scrap metal, so we in there. Alright, diffs on all welded, ready to go. I'm gonna pull these gears out and slide it in there and start putting this thing back together.
Dad,
Yeah, buddy.
you was at the shed.
I was.
You was?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I was working on Dad's car.
Dad's car. I couldn't remember that. I didn't.
What did you find?
Look. Look. Look.
Oh yeah, you gotta find your bracelet?
Yeah.
The case is really, or the differential is really warm right now, so that bearing's gonna be would have grown a bunch from all that heat, so it probably won't fall into the case until the case is either heated up from the heat of the bearing or until it cools down and it'll fall in. All right, it's New Year's Day. This has been dragging on for a little while. Just been busy with, you know, life. So, tranny's all back together. We're gonna slap it in the car real quick, and then we'll go for a quick drive. This thing's been, I mean, I just realized that it's been almost 2 weeks since I broke it, and it's just been sitting. It sat around for like a week before I even touched it. So let's just slap this thing in there real quick, and then take it for a quick rip and make sure she's good to go. We'll see how this welded diff feels. Definitely wants to just go straight. You know, when you do like that, it really wants to go back. So, definitely fights you in the turns.